Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. Hey, over the last couple of years, my YouTube channel has grown tremendously, and I can only appreciate it, the viewers who subscribe. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button to get the first up-to-date videos, or you could always Google my name, Dr. Jawad, and you could go to my JDoc Real Minute page. Again, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll get the most up-to-date videos. And thanks everybody who's watching. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. In this video, I'm going to explain about a condition a patient came in recently, and she was explaining that she felt like she had a ball, like a pit, in her stomach. And really what she was suffering from heartburn, or Gerd. The names are interchangeable. So let me explain to you how the stomach works. Now the stomach is a J-shaped tube. It has two openings, okay? One towards the esophagus and the other one towards the small intestines. Now how the stomach works, the stomach should be filled with hydrochloric acid with a pH between 1 and 3. Now the function of hydrochloric acid in the stomach is the first part where proteins are broken down. Okay, so if you have enough hydrochloric acid in your stomach between 1 and 3, protein breakdown starts here. It gets through the small intestines through a sphincter here called the pyloric sphincter. Okay, then it gets in the small intestines, and then this is where signals come around for the gallbladder to release bile to help break down the food even further, the pancreas to secrete its digestive enzymes to break down the foods even further. So the function of the small intestine is for absorption. So protein breakdown starts in the stomach and is further absorbed in the small intestines, as well as fats and carbohydrates, but that's another video. So what happens is that when the pH is not between 1 and 3, now remember the stomach is a J-shaped tube with two openings. So when the pH is between 1 and 3, it sends a signal to this sphincter, the one towards the esophagus, to close. Now the problem is, if the pH is not between 1 and 3, and it's actually higher, it means it's more alkaline. So you don't have an acidic stomach, it's more of an alkaline stomach. Okay? And it's not hydrochloric acid, it's actually lactic acid. So what's creeping up is actually lactic acid. Okay? Because if it was really hydrochloric acid, it would burn a hole right through the esophagus. Now the problem is, same thing here with the other opening. The other opening doesn't close sufficiently, so what's going on is that the gallbladder is not releasing its bile, the pancreas is not secreting its digestive enzymes, so really what's going on is that the lactic acid is creeping up through the small intestines. Lactic acid. So like I said earlier, heartburn is really lactic acid creeping up through the esophagus. So how do you know you have all this? Well, the symptoms are gas, belching, heartburn, shoulder tension. Also too, you can't digest proteins. For some reason, the person just wants to stay away from proteins because why? Because they can't digest them. Because protein digestion starts in the stomach with hydrochloric acid and another thing called pepsin. Okay, pepsin helps break down proteins. So what happens is that it's not being absorbed. So you don't have enough, you don't have a sufficient hydrochloric acid. So then what's going on is that the gallbladder is not releasing the bile. So you have now lack of bile. So what's happened is that this is where you experience bloating, right abdominal pain, right shoulder pain, constipation, because the function of bile is to break down the foods, but also too is to lubricate the colon. Headaches, very common with a lack of bile. So remember, so you need the stomach for hydrochloric acid between 1 and 3. If not, it's going to be more alkaline. Remember, when it's more alkaline, the liver is not going to produce, the bile is not going to be function through the liver processes, through the gallbladder. The pancreas is not going to be secreting its enzymes, so you're going to have a lot of undigested food going through your system. So again, some of the symptoms of now pancreatic insufficiency is upper left abdominal pain, floating stools. Floating stools, why? Because the pancreas secretes an enzyme called lipase. Lipase helps break down fats. And if you have floating stools, it just basically means that you have fat in your stool, and your stool should drop and should not float. So you have pancreatic insufficiency. Hives, a big indicator of pancreatic insufficiency. Dermatitis. Dermatitis, why? Because vitamin A, which is a fat-soluble vitamin, fats are broken down by the gallbladder, by bile. Okay, vitamins A, D, E, and K, those are all your fat-soluble vitamins, and A is phenomenal for the skin. So if you're suffering from hives and dermatitis, this could be a possibility that you're not breaking down and absorbing your fat-soluble vitamin, vitamin A. Also, constipation. Why? Because you have incomplete digestion. You're not breaking down the food products starting in your stomach and going through the small intestines to not be broken down. Because why? Because there's insufficient hydrochloric acid, and it's all lactic acid. Blood sugar issues. Again, blood sugar problems, big indicator of pancreatic insufficiency. Why? Because the pancreas secretes insulin, which helps lower blood sugar. Okay, so now that you understand the background of heartburn and GERD, again, it's not an acidic stomach, it's more lactic acid stomach. Okay, what are you going to do about it? This is one thing I always suggest. Food-wise, get rid of the spicy foods. Anything that's spicy, get rid of it. You want to go on a more bland type of diet. Just for about 30 days. 30 days to 60 days, okay? Also, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar helps with the hydrochloric acid production. You want to take 2 tablespoons with some water, and either you can take it first thing in the morning, empty stomach, in between meals on empty stomach, or before bed on an empty stomach. The key thing is you want to take it on an empty stomach. Why? Because that's going to draw the pH more acidic. Now the question is, do you have an ulcer? Okay, if you have an ulcer, you'll know in a heartbeat, okay, because that's erosion of the stomach lining. So there's a couple things that you could do for an ulcer. One, take chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is phenomenal. Again, it's going to take some time. Remove the foods. Take chlorophyll. That's going to help restore the gut lining in the stomach. And coleslaw. Coleslaw is phenomenal to help restore the stomach lining. Why? Because it's loaded with what's called vitamin U. Vitamin U is excellent to help restore the smooth muscle tissue from the GI system. All right, so this is the background on GERD. So what I did with my patient, I corrected her diet. Okay, she got off the foods that caused it. She took some apple cider vinegar. Okay, and within about 30 days, she was fine. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share with a friend. Please hit the like button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Be good.